Hi, Matt, the e-trailer. Today we're going to be talking about the e-trailer ball mount. Now this is going to be the one that doesn't have a rise on it, so this is going to be more suited for those trailers that sit a little bit lower to the ground for your 2016 Chrysler Town and Country. Now if you have those larger trailers that sit up a little bit higher, I'd actually recommend something with a little bit of a rise, but you can always check what you need by just taking the distance from the ground to wherever that coupler sits a little bit more naturally. Because you want to make sure it's as level as possible, because it's just going to lead to a better towing experience and make sure everything's a little bit safer too. But let's move over to some of the specs of this. So this is going to have a 2-inch ball, so it'll work with those 2-inch couplers, and it's going to be rated for 10,000 pounds. That's also going to be listed on the top of the ball if you ever do forget, and it's going to have a tongue capacity of 1,000 pounds. So really what the difference there is, the tongue capacity is going to be the downward force being applied to the ball, and the towing capacity is going to be what's being pulled behind it. So that's going to include the total weight of your trailer and the contents within it. It's also important just to check what your vehicle and your hitch are rated for, and then go from the lowest rated component so you don't damage anything. Now this one actually has a little bit of a higher weight capacity than the other e-trailer ball mounts, because if I come over here and I remove this pin and clip, I can take this out. You notice this is going to be a solid shank, so that's why it has that heavier weight capacity, because it's just solid. And speaking of which, you notice me take out that pin and clip. That's what's nice about this. It's going to come with a pin and clip, so you don't have to invest in one separately. That's pretty uncommon with ball mounts. And something else that's pretty uncommon is going to be that this ball here is going to come pre-torqued down. So when you get this, you'll be good to go as soon as you get it. You won't have to torque anything into place. Now let's get a few measurements just to see how this is going to sit back here. The first one I'm going to get is going to be the total distance back. So from our back bumper to the center of that pin, and the center of that ball, and that's going to be just slightly under 3 inches. So that's going to give you an idea how close your coupler is sitting to your vehicle. And then the last one is going to be for the total height. That's going to be 14.5 inches. So that's going to give you an idea of how high that trailer should be sitting if it's going to be properly pulled with this. Now, we are going to have this nickel plating to it, or black nickel finish, and what I like about that is it just makes it look a little bit nicer. So if you're hauling a lot with this, eventually you are going to get some nicks and scratches on here. It's just going to look or not be as noticeable compared to something more like a chrome ball finish. And if you guys have any other questions, please let us know here at eTrailer. But again, I'm Matt, and thanks for watching.